week, a YouTuber named Louis Cole posted a series of aggressively positive videos about North Korea. Obviously, he's come under fire for doing this, because the videos, lacking context and vital information about the situation in the country, really read like paid North Korean propaganda. Louis has since released a video saying he was not paid, and he also listed a few explanations and excuses, sort of explaining his reason behind producing the videos. If you haven't seen that video, you can click right here and watch it now and come back. I personally see huge problems with this series, and if I'm being honest, I don't think any of his reasons for producing this series are good enough to warrant the human rights hall pass he gave to North Korea and Kim Jong-un. So today I thought I would unpack Louis' video point by point and explain what I'm thinking and why I have such a problem with portraying North Korea like Disney World. I'll let Louis take it from here.
The assumption I made, which may have been wrong of me, was that people watching my North Korea vlogs would have already had a broader perspective on North Korea. They would have seen documentaries, they would have seen news articles, as I have, and I want to reassure you that I do know what's going on out there.
When you're putting something creative out in the world for people to consume, it's your job to provide context. Context is the framework of background information that influences your audience's intellectual and emotional perception of your project. Imagine how differently you'd feel finding a 20-pound ham in your refrigerator versus finding that same 20-pound ham lounging on one of those swan pool floaties in your bathtub. One sounds pretty normal, while the other might make you panic and think that Taylor Swift is messing with you. Changing the context, where you found the ham, can change your emotional and intellectual reaction to the ham itself, even if both hams in that scenario taste and look identical. And you can't opt out of context in the same way that if you're gonna find a ham in your house, it's always going to be in a real-world location that could subtly influence what you think and feel about the mystery ham. So back to Louis' video. How different would those videos feel if he prefaced each of them with some of the information about what's going on behind the scenes in North Korea? Uncomfortable, self-indulgent, stomach-turning? It's definitely in his self-interest to leave context out of the discussion.
I'm looking for the beautiful, positive things. I want to connect with local people, learn about the culture and the country.
First of all, nobody is vilifying the people of North Korea. I'm sure there are many North Koreans out there who are actually really happy with their lives and see a lot of goodness in the world around them. But as I'll get into in a second, North Korea still uses to this day Holocaust-style concentration camps. So I mean, is your argument really going to be, why can't you guys shut up about these human rights abuses for just a second and look at this incredible water slide?
I am not an investigative journalist. I don't really do political commentary. And there are other places on the internet you can go to find those kind of things.
If you want to be an apolitical YouTuber, that is completely fine. But you can't go to a nation like North Korea, which has deep-seated political problems, and opt out of the political discussion there. It's a dictatorship. They've had chronic issues with food shortages pretty much since their inception as an independent nation. But the disconcerting thing, and the primary reason why I don't feel okay letting Louis off the hook for this, is that North Korea still uses concentration camps. These camps are currently active in 2016, and they have a population estimated to be around 200,000 people. All of the people in these camps are literally tortured daily. CNN acquired some descriptive drawings from a prisoner who escaped one of these camps back in 2014. I'm going to show you a few now and describe what's going on. They are drawings, but they are quite graphic, so just a forewarning before we get into it. So this photo is captioned, scale airplane motorcycle, and the prisoner says that he had to stay in painful stress positions like these until he collapsed of exhaustion. The only meat that these prisoners get in these camps are the animals that they can catch and eat. I found in my research that the standard issue meal in one of these camps is about 6 ounces of food twice a day, so that's 12 ounces of food for an entire day of hard labor. And this is a depiction of solitary confinement prisons. As you can see, the measurements here approximate their size to be 100 centimeters by 120 centimeters. That is a very small cell. The people in these camps are not hardened criminals. And even if they were, that wouldn't matter because this is torture. These are people who have spoken out against the government. They're friends and family of people who have escaped North Korea or have attempted to escape North Korea. Otto Warmbier, the student, who you might remember was detained in North Korea for trying to steal a poster from his hotel, was sentenced to 15 years in one of these camps for stealing a poster. And this is all still happening as we speak. It's so beyond self-indulgent. It's irresponsible to do cute vlogs surfing in North Korea when just behind the curtain, the government is sanctioning what could be the most egregious human rights violation since the Holocaust.
So Philip DeFranco, he's a popular YouTuber and he made a video about this unfolding drama. he criticised me with an analogy about being taken on a tour around a big mansion, knowing that there's rooms with murder and torture going on in them, but only being shown to the rooms like the nice swimming pool and the kitchen and the games room, and then leaving that mansion just talking about those things. My only question to that is, what about the people in the house that are in those rooms, in the nicer rooms?
I'm gonna stop you right there. I would be happy to answer that question for you. All of those people you met on your mansion tour in the kitchen or by the pool or in the games room could be thrown in the murder and torture rooms at any given second. And the fact that you choose to ignore this is, for me, quantifiable proof that you don't actually really care about these new friends you made. You know all these people you met could be sent to a labor camp at any given second, or there could be a food shortage and they could starve to death in their own homes. That doesn't make you angry enough to want to do more about something than just skateboard around with like a GoPro on a stick? Look, that is your prerogative, and I am trying really hard not to judge you for it, but at least own the fact that you just wanted to go surfing with your buddies and get a few clicks on YouTube. Anyway, I will let you finish.
I think the only way to make a difference is to connect with those people and show them love, and maybe that will impact the entire household. So if that means surfing or going on these tours, then I'm really keen to do that.
I'm not a political mastermind. I have no idea what we can or should do about North Korea. What I do know is this: when you post a video of you surfing in North Korea on YouTube, who do you think benefits more from the existence of that video? The people of North Korea who don't have access to YouTube in the first place? Or the person who posts that video, monetizes it, and then collects a monthly ad revenue payout? How did this series make life for North Koreans better in any way? What positive change did you bring to this country by posting these videos? Look, my bottom line is this: spreading positivity online is very important and admirable. The comment section can be a real cesspit, as I'm sure this video's comment section will show you in 48, 72 hours. We need all the positivity we can get. But I take real issue when someone tries to put a positive spin on something like an oppressive regime that kills thousands of its own citizens every year. It just feels like willful blindness to a real problem that could have a solution if we actually examined it properly. Louis ended his video with a quote, so I'm gonna end mine with a quote as well from Desmond Tutu. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have taken the side of the oppressor. If an elephant has its foot on the tail of a mouse and you say that you are neutral, the mouse will not appreciate your neutrality. So there you go. Do you think Louis' videos were fair, unfair? Do you think his response was valid? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you like this video, you can click subscribe. I make a new one like it every single week. You can also find me on social media down below. And there's another video like this one in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen if you would like to watch something new right now. I will see you guys next week.